Let's do a random day. Boom. Let's do June 20th. So we're gonna today I just want to take the time. I really don't. I was talking with Mike last night. He was wanting me to teach you guys kind of how to get those 9:30 a.m. trades. What's up, Riz? I want to do that, but considering the fact that some of you guys are still learning ICT and are still kind of new to all that stuff, you still are having to learn to trust yourself with the strategy. I suggested that we not focus on that quite yet, because those 9:30 a.m. trades are very volatile, very fast-paced, and you got to be all in a split second. Um, Otherwise, you're going to get a terrible fill, and you're going to probably lose an account. Like I said, you just got to be. You can't hesitate. If you have any hesitation, you're going to miss that trade completely because they'll move 40, 60 bucks really quickly in multiple directions. So what we're gonna do kind of instead, I wanted to focus a little bit on just opening range gaps and then on replay mode. I also wanted to do replay mode to kind of see where y'all are at. So this is going to be interactive. I hope you guys will get interactive because I'm going to pause it and stuff like that and ask you guys y'all's opinion on where you think it's going to go. I'm going to work with y'all too. And we're going to just do we're going to do 2 days. We're going to do this one I just selected. What day did I select? I think I did the 20th. I don't know. And if I didn't, we'll do this. Yeah, okay, so I did select the 20th. So we're going to do 2 different days, so 2 different scenarios, play by play. I want us to focus on the main move for that day. Um, and then if y'all want, we can do some scalps. So since everyone's basically here at this point, we can go ahead and get started. I'm not sure. We'll see how quickly 1x moves. So this is, oh, I hate that. It's automatically moving it for me. That's annoying. Wait, is that? There we go. I don't know what I did. Okay, so let's see. We haven't filled this gap that's up here. So that's still open. Let's see what the 15-minute looks like. Or we can do this. Hopefully it doesn't mess with it too much. Close that. 21,961. We do have a pretty big volume and bounce here. That's on the 4-hour. Let's see the 1-day. What day is that? So what we're doing is what, Friday, I guess? Yeah. Are we? I think we'll be doing Monday. Or no. I think this is Friday open right here. Sorry, I don't do replay mode on here, so it's a little bit confusing to me. So, okay. So let's see. Monday, we opened, we took Friday's high. We didn't take Friday's low. So we took buy side Monday. Tuesday, we didn't take either. So, well, I think, no, because it's on daily, so it's going to show all hours. Tuesday, looks like we made Yeah, so Tuesday we kind of made the high of the week, low. So Tuesday we didn't take nothing. Wednesday we took sell side. Where the frick's Thursday? We just got jumped from Wednesday to Friday. Maybe that was a day when it was a holiday. That had to have been. Um, that doesn't help me because now I can't see because I know we did trade. We typically trade on Thursdays just morning up until 1.
Oh, I think Thursday was
So we,
Juneteenth, so like they closed, they were closed that day.
okay, gracias. Okay. Drop down to 15-minute. There, person. Ooh, I like these lows down here, but that looks like it swept sell side. Do you have anything else down here? No. Alright, so I'm gonna start drawing out liquidity. We got that here. We got this one here. Now if we drop to the 15, or is that major? That is major. I like it. Cool. Alright, let me move it down just a little bit. Tad bit more. Tad bit. So that's the lowest low we had before this jump to the upside. That's the lowest low we had before a push back up. 15-minute. 15. Cool. Okay. Drop back to 1. What's up, Giant? Okay, let's see what we got here. We got this was the highest high we had before we had this drop down to 15. What do we have? I'll have to turn this to regular trading hours so I can maybe see a little bit more than what it's showing. We do have this gap that's up here, but let's see what it looks like on regular trading hours or electronic. It totally changes things. Go to 1 minute. It's 82, it's 98. That's better. 137. So if we take buy side, we're gonna want to watch this area right here because it could make it a balanced price due to these lows that are here right before the drop. Um, because you can see it rejected right here, literally same area before we continued further. So it came back up, bounced price, and then we were able to continue back down further. Let's put this is a $30 increment. Drop to 15. Let's check this. I hope y'all are kind of like trying to draw this out as well. Or hopefully no one's going on their charts and looking at this day. That'll bum me out if one of y'all are doing that. Because this we're gonna take this day together. All right. So let's see. Let's go back to regular trading hours because I want it to open at 9:30. Let's see if it does that. Okay, there's the open right there. So, what do y'all see?
We left a really
Immediately
big
off the
gap.
bat.
Yeah, should we speak?
Awesome.
Should we write in chat or like how do we interact?
Interact, talking in the chat, whatever you want to do, my man. I want to see what y'all's thoughts and opinions are. If y'all chat, I'm always for that.
Yeah, same. We see a huge
But you can
opening
type it
gap.
too.
Yeah, maybe typing is gonna be
Okay.
so we won't be speaking all at once, right?
Yeah, whatever y'all want to do. So it immediately opened and took this liquidity right here. It was above it at that point. So next is this buy side and would be this buy side liquidity. We do also have this right here, which we opened at 2063. So that'd be like what? Don't tell me it's down here. That is down there. Funny. Let's see what happens because we got an inefficiency here that it never closed fully. So instead of drawing that, I just want to pay attention to this line that's right here due to the fact that's the furthest it got because that could be fully closed due to it could consider it fully closed at that current moment due to it rejecting that area where these wicks were before pushing back down. Let's see. Crimson, 5100% target of this opening gap. Look for a short setup for the gap like Crimson said, but ideally we sweep more highs first. So let's see how the market responds to this gap, to where it opened at. So I'm gonna hit play. Let's see what the next candle does. Okay, so it pushed through. We had an immediately rejection. Ah, see, and this is why I hate doing this on TradingView. Okay, so we're staying above here. So I'm gonna look at I'm gonna look at ES and YM real quick, see what they're doing. Y'all want to look at them too, you can. We always want to watch NQ. I mean, YS and ES at the same time, because that's how you're going to find SMT. That's how you're going to see if the market's following, if we're in congruence with each other, or if the market's basically going against each other. Well, they're kind of following each other initially a little bit. All right, what would y'all do from here? What do you see? Anyone?
I think this gap never got filled. Was it from Thursday, right?
At Mark. So you're waiting to see if the gap gets filled? No, this isn't from Thursday. I did a random day. What was it? I did June 20th, but don't go looking at it. Don't pull it up on your chart. We don't. We're doing a replay. I want to see where y'all are at. What y'all would do in a situation with me here. So look, we just took this buy side liquidity as well, so we swept that. Now we want the next high that we would have. I mean, it would be this one, but with it being only $10 away, there's a high probability it will sweep that. And then next target could be here, and then of course next target could be here. So we could put the next major high I would do is right here, because that's before we had this drop down. Now, I mean, if you wanted,
I think is it the one when you and me missed with one tick? I remember.
I don't I don't remember, dude. I don't remember this day.
Yeah, I do remember. Well, anyway,
You're all good. So let's see if I entered along here. Oh, this is on MNQ. Oh, well, we won't make as much money, but so we could do one thing I do like is that candle closed above. So let's do this. The market is it closed above this candle. That should be a full closed candle, I think, at this point. I want my stop loss. I'm gonna put it right there. Wait, where did it just go? Oh, I accidentally, wait, did I just close it out?
I think you moved your take profit below instead of the stop loss. So it like made you close at a loss.
Okay, well, damn. That's a bummer. Okay, let's do this again then. We're gonna buy 3. So I'm gonna put my stop loss here.
Could
Risk
you just quickly
58
cover
bucks.
why you're putting your stop loss at like half of the candle?
Because if the market's going to push back down, it's going to push back down probably more than halfway. It's right now it's rejecting this um this opening range gap. We tried to push into it, as you can see. We pushed up, failed. We took some buy side, came down, tried to push into it. The market pushed right back up, and then we pushed right back down, and then we closed. We're rejecting it right now. So the market's showing me a strong move for buy side liquidity right now. It also, we got this. I'm assuming this at, well, I mean, you couldn't. I would have to open up regular trading hours to see. So let's do that real quick. So also we're in a bullish order. We're in a bullish fair value gap too. So I mean, if I wanted to, I could draw this out. I could put my stop loss at 50%. And I just somehow magically took myself out of the trade. That's so stupid. Let's buy 3 more. Risk 99. And so these are like those little split second decisions.
I don't know. I think
Is that being for real?
your replay mode is like glitched out or something.
This is stupid. Anyways, well, so we took this. Try one more time. Take profit, we'll go here. If I see, I don't even want to risk $100. Can it just, okay, okay. Let's hit play. So this is a very quick scalp. Risk 55, make 225. That's like what, a little over 1 to 4? Push. So remember, and boom. Awesome. So now I'm at break even again. That played out in my favor. Can I pull up my executions? Yep, there we go. But it's not going to show them, I guess. Cool. Okay. So then we took this buy side liquidity. So now what I want to see, I'm going to go back to regular trading hours since we're still at the open. Oh, okay. I guess now it's going to show my executions. Cool. The next thing we have is this area here, but it could be a balanced price range. So if we fail, to push past this, I'm gonna start wanting to look for shorts. Oop. We have an order block right here. Market, ooh, well, hold the front door. That's a sell signal right there for me. So we got this wick. It's just staying completely under it. There you go, Mike. That's what you wanted me to go over today.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Even before 22, 136. So considering that, so if you were to, well, we're inside of a bearish order block here. This one that's sitting right here. But on top of the fact, I drew up this wick. Market tried a second time to push past it and failed. Closed right underneath it, literally in the same area. We just swept this sell side right here. So if I really wanted to do in a situation like this is when you gotta take the opportunity. I'm going to, since we're on MNQ, Am I able to set up limit orders riding it back down?
No, you'll have to hit
I
buy
don't
and
think so.
sell. Yeah.
That's stupid. Okay, I'm going to take a. Oh, snap. I click buy. I'm going to sell 30 here. I'm going to aim for this ride back down. Be on the 15-minute. I mean, I don't need to take it further than that, because as long as my prediction's correct, that's 8 grand right there. It won't be a full 8 grand due to the fact that I'm gonna take partials along the way, but I can then, and I hate doing this. I hate having my stop loss that high. Normally I would have already been in this position. I would have been in it up here, and I would probably set my stop loss. I would have set my stop loss up in above this high, because I mean, if it's correct, then I have very minimal stop loss. So what I'm gonna do though in this situation is that I want to see a fair value get created and be respected. So let's see what happens next. Okay, there's one candle. This is going to require me to literally hit pause and play. Okay, there's a second candle. There's a fair value gap right there, but does it close it? Damn. This is why I hate replay mode. Okay, let's come back to here. Can I slow this down to half speed? I can. Maybe 0.2 might be too slow. I do love about Tradeovate is the fact that, so does this create a fair value gap? It should. Unless I just closed it right there. So it does close that fair value gap. Okay. I'm gonna go back to where I originally had put my position. Which is right there. I can move candle by candle. I
Yeah,
didn't know that was a
you
thing.
gotta use that other arrow with the line next to it, like the skip symbol.
This one?
No, go like 2 more buttons.
Or, oh,
Yeah, that
this
one.
one.
Yeah, that'll do candle by candle.
Thank you. Alright, so we're gonna set that there. I'm gonna set my stop loss above the supply. That's a little bit more of a risky trade. But I'm fine with that. Set my take profit back down to here where it originally was. Negative 225, negative 4. Okay, that's a good sign, right? Well, I forgot. We already saw the next 3 candles, so But we disrespected the living crap out of this bullish order block, which I love. So the next thing I want to see is going to be this bullish order block get disrespected. I mean, in this situation, yeah, you could, if you're gonna add on, you're gonna want to add on before you get halfway to your target. But I mean, there's no point, truthfully, in doing so. 30 contracts on M&Q is 3 on a mini, so you don't really have to. This is a good sign because we just disrespected this bullish order block. So now I'm gonna want to see it stay under this and not close above that fair value gap that's right here. I'm still upset, B, that we didn't take that trade when we were doing the one-on-one on the live market, because that was funny that I called it. That would have been a quick $500 per contract. All right, I want to see it stay under here, so that's my next prerogative. But I also want to see it start sweeping these areas. That's going to be a good sign for a further continuation. Boom, so we just swept. Did we sweep this? Or did we make equal? So the low's 40. Okay, so those are equal lows. So I'm already up 4 grand. We're at the 75%. So I want to see the 50% mark right here, the 0.5 of the gap. And then I'm going to take off 2 and then leave the final runners. To push back up, back inside of here. See the next candle. That's beautiful. That could have been someone else's, and that could have been someone's entrance right there. Beautiful. The next, I want to see the next candle. I want to see just like continuous black candles, like 3 to 5, if we can. That's going to be a strong side for a further push. So there's 1, there's 2, 3. It's beautiful. So right here, this is when I would buy 2. Well, don't want to do that. Trailing drawdown will hurt you more if you add on the way. Pull back. Just a reminder, also, we don't care about 9:45 and 10 a.m. here at all. No, yeah, we do care about 9:45 and 10 a.m. here. I love 9:45 and 10 a.m. Those are my 2 favorite times to take a trade. This is just showing, and by the way, it is, I'm pretty sure. 9:45 hit right here. We had a reversal right here. I don't know if you see that, Crimson. 9:45 smacked right there and we reversed. But yeah, no, 9:45, 10 a.m. are my favorite times to trade. So I'm gonna confirm 20 contracts on M&Q. So it's 3,600 saved. So now I'm gonna leave these runners, this last contract. So we could see a little bit of some consolidation around this area maybe, because it is the 50%. That's 4 candles though, that's good. But you can see now we're having some pushback on both ends. Okay, this could be a small reversal. I want to see it. I never buy trailing intraday accounts because they can ruin accounts. Yeah, what sucks is take profit becomes intraday when you go pro. The 10 a.m. could provide a reversal, but considering the fact that we took buy side at the open and now we're headed for a sell side, if we take full sell side, then we could consolidate probably the rest of the day. I want to see it stay under this order block though. That's this bearish order block. That's going to be what's important for me to stay in this trade. I would assume we would have a little pushback or always around the 50% mark, because also look, it puts us a little bit in a balanced price range right now. So if the market wanted to reverse, it could here, unless it has more sell side to take. So here's a pushback. Yeah, what you said, Crimson. Look at that. That's beautiful. That's what I want to see right there. Now, I want to see the next candle push further down. Yes. Okay. This is nice. Let's see what happens now. Push. We could have a little bit more consolidation since we're hitting the 75%. There that is. So we have a bearish order block right here. I don't want to see it stay under. And then we have a bearish fair value gap. I want to see it stay under. Primarily, I want to see it stay under this fair value gap. It can push up into the bearish order block, but a clear indication. The fib just marks out the opening range. That's all. So it's marking out the 25, 50, 75%, and 100%. A lot of times, sometimes the market will push for just 50%, and then other times it can push and close the whole gap. So we're just using this fib to mark out that gap that's at the open from the 4 p.m. close to the 9:30 open. A lot of time the market's either going to reject that and just push the opposite direction like it did at open, or it's going to close through it pretty quickly like it did after it took buy side at the open. Sometimes the market will tap off the 50%, which it could have here. If the market was considered a balanced price range, it could have tapped off this 50% area and pushed back this way. Also considering the fact that 10 o'clock hit right here, and we did have a slight reversal to the upside, but it failed to take buy side here. That's confirmation that we're going to have more downside. So 9:45, we reversed here. That's beautiful sign right there. Perfect. Couldn't ask for a better setup right there, you know, because we also stayed outside of this wick area that I drew up in the beginning. But then 10 o'clock hit. We did have the reversal, but it respected the bearish order block and it failed to go back up. So that's confirmation we're going down more. So let's see what happens now. Like I said, I want to see it stay underneath that bearish fair value gap. What's right here? So we have this volume imbalance that's right here. That's messing with us. So I want to see it get under this volume imbalance. And then that's a clear sign. BFG? I need to talk to you and see what you think bullish breakers are. Because you go on YouTube, you're going to find 13 different kinds of bullish breakers. So I need to make sure you're using them correctly or drawing them correctly. So a bearish order block is going to be something like this. You're going to have, it can be a green candle, it can be 2 green candles back to back, followed by 2 or more black candles. A bullish order block would be a black candle like right here, followed by 2 or more green candles. I am not teaching bullish breakers or bearish breakers today. That is going to confuse 90% of the people here right now. That's the last thing I learned before I started learning like silver bullet, the unicorn model and stuff like that. Bullish and bearish breakers confused the living shit out of me and took me 3 months to learn. Don't worry about what they are, Mike. I don't even use them. I don't, there's no purpose in it. You can use them if you want to, and I'll teach you them. There's a few people in here I don't want to go confusing them with stuff that I didn't learn until the humble taught me the last thing. You don't need them, honestly. You can use them, but like you don't need them, man. I have success without them. I just use mark out the 25, 50, 75%, 100% fib, and then I use wicks, I use order blocks, and I use fair value gaps and inverted fair value gaps. And I have success with just that in itself. So yeah, I want to see it stay under this bearish fair value gap. So let's see what happens here. It's closing outside of it, which is a beautiful sign. We're trying to push down past that volume imbalance, but we're failing. So let's continue to watch. Staying outside that fair value gap. Boom. Beautiful. 6,685 bucks right there. Yeah, I agree with Riz. Most of the time I'm going to target the 50% primarily. But I took a partial there just in case we had to continue further push. Now, if we had failed, because that hit right at this area hit right at 10 o'clock. If we had came back up, we have no fair value gaps through here. If we had came back up and pushed through this order block, this bearish order block, that would have been a sign we were reversing, going back to buy side. The fact that we bounced off this perfectly, we had a further push taking more sell side, and then we stayed underneath this bearish fair value gap is a clear indication we want further down. But typically I'll target 50% of the opening gap range, like Riz said, because you'll make, if you remember, guys, like I know we get so used to making 200, 500, 1,000, however much in minutes. Don't forget, we all have worked a job where we made $10 to $20 an hour. So making 10 to 20 bucks in a matter of seconds to minutes is better than what we did working a 9 to 5. Don't forget that. We get caught up knowing how much we can make in the market very quickly that we sometimes forget that part. So I always tell people, like, if you're losing a trade, close it out for 10, 20 bucks. Don't let it run 400 negative, you know? Always keep yourself humbled and remember that we've worked in jobs where we only made $20 in an hour. We're doing that in seconds now. So don't get greedy. Close it. If you see a trade losing, close it out, you know. Take the 20, 50 bucks. Find another entrance. If you sit there and wait for it to hopefully reverse, then you're starting to become a gambler. Now, if the market wants to take further sell side, our next target would be here. And then here. So what I want to see personally, I want to see a further, we just took buy side, we took the more sell side, we closed the gap. See what happens with the next candle. Yeesh. That's a nice candle. Is it safe to say that we're bearish unless we form some kind of bullish fair value gap, for example?
Yeah, that's the one.
Trying to
It
reverse.
will bounce from 871. Remember that one?
Hey, wait, whoa. Did you go and look it up?
No, I am on my phone, but I remember this trade. I missed with one tick.
Well,
So
we
I
don't
was
want the answers. We're playing this, but we're playing this by ear.
no, no, we have discussed this trade. If you look at our conversation, we called this trade 2 days in advance. I can't
Oh, it
forget
was
this
that
one.
trade?
Yes,
Yeah.
two
You
days
can't
in
forget any
advance we
bearish
call.
trade. You
Yeah,
hate bearish trades.
exactly.
I want to see 883 get taken. Um, Wait, you told me where it goes now already. Dang. Riz, why'd you have to tell us the answers? Um, let's see. I still want to target 881. I want to see that get taken. I want to find a proper entrance. I don't know what candles will happen next, so let's see what candles happen next. See if we can find an entrance. Okay, so we took this liquidity here. We've taken liquidity in both these areas, so we can mark this off. Okay, so we're having this pushback now. We're inside this bullish order block that's right here. Okay, it's a pushback. I want to see it come back up into here if I'm going to read. If it doesn't, oh well. If it does, hoorah. Okay, let's see what happens. Thank you for telling me that if I click the button, it'll go back into this. Oh, it does it one at a time. Okay. I want to see how the next candle responds. We have a push down, but we also have this this volume imbalance right here. So let's see what happens on the next candle. Damn. Okay, well. That'd been a good entrance. And there would have been take profit. Tapped it. Tapped it perfectly. Couldn't ask for better. Now, let's see if the market pushes further down. So the next area of liquidity. Oh, well, no shit, the market went for that. Look at all those lows. Look at all that sell side that's right through here. Well, in this area. $847. Okay. Let's see how the market responds to now that it swept that. I like this. I like that a lot. Closed way outside of it. push. We're here. Push. What did y'all think? Should I enter here?
Yeah, I say go for it.
What should we target? 821, 818?
Yeah, the 15-minute sell side that you have marked out. That looks like a good target.
Okay. Let's see. Let's see what happens. How many should we do?
Can you do like 3 and then we trim when we hit the 859 and 846?
How long as it doesn't just yank to the
Yeah, because the candles
yank
print
to
all
the
at
bottom
once, right? So
one side. Yeah. Where is the stop loss? Right above the fair value gap? Yeah, it's gonna be. Let me, before we enter here, I do want to look at, do a little analyzation. That's the one thing mm, market already blew past that. We closed through that too. See what the 15 looks like. Yeah, I want to see this possibly get swept. And then I would be looking for a reversal through there around this area. So let's see what happens. Go to the 1 minute. We're gonna sell. Stop loss. Gonna go. Damn, that's a $1,300 stop loss. Ha. Wait. Last time I did this. Damn it. Oh, wait, we're fine. I didn't take any money. So I'm gonna do take profit at 820. Stop loss. Right here. I really like this. So let's see what happens. I don't like that wick though. I don't like those wicks. I don't like them. Oh, that's beautiful though. You said take off 10?
yeah, kind of like how we would trail out in real life. We would take out like a third position, I guess. Well, at least that's what I would have
Take
done.
it. We're gonna buy back 10 and claim some profits. Let's see what happens next. We have a pushback, but we did sweep more lows. Oh wait, I can't draw that yet. I need another candle. Okay, that's perfect. Oh, dude, that's gorgeous. I love it. Please don't close me out. Okay, we're good. So I want it to stay. I don't want it to go back above this. If it does, then we're out. Oh wait, I need to trim off another 10 because that would have taken another 10. Oh well. Let's see what happens next. I love it. Okay. Well, let's see what happens here, y'all. Sweet. We're up 10K so far this morning. I love it. What do y'all think gonna happen here?
Is that considered like that's like external, right? That 15-minute liquidity,
Where?
the one that we
That
just
is
swept,
external. Yes, sir.
right? Yeah, so I guess
Uh,
look for a reversal, I guess.
Hmm.
yeah, because let's get dropped to the 15-minute. So we took a whole lot of sell side just all through there. We don't have, if we were to go lower, we would go into this. That'd be the next inefficiency, this fair value gap right here. Am I on regular trading hours? Let's look at electronic.
Hi, Lee. Really quickly, I'm able to talk
E,
now. I put my daughter for a nap. She was screaming it. But
you're good.
when you do switch to from the hours, what does that do? Like I know you do that often. I never got a chance to ask you. Um, does it show you something differently when you switch that?
It makes it me not have to go back as far, but it also kind of shows like liquidity areas on a stronger time frame. Um, but yeah, like so, like if you look at this, I can see the 15-minute, and if
Mm.
I'm just looking for the nearest liquidity, it makes it easier for me to see.
Okay.
Um, and but like for more major areas, you know, if I want to see kind of the tinier details. So like with here, you would see this area, and this area.
Mhm.
You drop to the 1 minute, you're gonna see it in a clearer way.
Mm.
It's gonna kind of show it more. But
Okay.
if you drop to a higher time frame, it's just gonna, first off, you don't have to travel back as far. Um, but it's gonna also show you kind of more stronger liquidity zones. When I'm looking for kind of major areas, I look for the 4 hour and the 15-minute.
Okay. Thank you.
Give me an entry model. Yeah. Give me an entry model bullish fair value gap or something. Maybe even 50% wick entry model. What you mean?
Yeah, you were asking like if we have any plan, like upcoming loan probably, since we have liquidity grab already, right? And so now I would be looking for some kind of confirmation that we are heading loan.
I don't want to see us. I honestly, like, if you think about it, this is where I can see us reversing
Mm.
into this fair value gap that's right here. Um, balance, balance. All this is balanced, so we don't need to go further down. Us tapping into this will balance that area out.
Wait, Lee,
I don't want to see it. I don't
can you
want to see it.
just quickly talk about why that's considered balanced? Those lows, like that area.
Uh, it would require me going through and showing you every fair value gap that's been tapped into. Every fair value gap in this area has been tapped into.
Mm.
Um, where is it? So let's go back to regular trading hours, or I mean electronic. I kind of want to, it's bottom of the 4 hour candle on the left side, if I remember. Now, yeah, so this was a day we had a short day in the market. If it did want to continue further, No, I want to see it. It should stop here. Here, electronic, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Would it go all the way down to fill that other little gap probably, and then
So if it rejects this area right here, that's if it's considered balanced. If the market considers it balanced, it could consider it balanced at the time. And then the market go another day back for it.
okay.
So if we tap into this area in reverse and then start taking buy side, then that's a sign it's a sign that the market's considered balanced below. So let's see what happens here.
Okay.
So yeah, we're kissing off of it right now. We're in a bearish fair value gap at the current moment. So see, pushing into it. I went into like this. Did we close? I'm pretty sure we just closed above that. Yeah, we did
What's
close
that
above
called
it.
again when it closes like right after it's made? Or what is there's a term.
That's now a bullish inversion.
Okay.
Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, I think so. It was like a term like right when it's closed, as soon as the fair value gap is created, it's a good indication that you're getting signs of reversal, I believe. Right? Or no?
So yeah, so we're respecting this area right here. And yeah, it can form it depends on how strong the pushback is right there. Like if this is a very strong pushback, then we're gonna have this little area right here would have been an order block. But you can see they were you can see that sell
Mm-hmm.
side and buy side, we were pushing against each other right there. We came back up, closed through this. Now this would be an opportunity for someone to so you could do a 1 to 5 contracts on MNQ just to take a small position to see what happens. Um, but the next thing we could do in this situation, I want a little bit more confirmation.
Okay.
I want to see it get above here, and then the market use that to push higher.
Mm.
So this would be if the market closes through this one as well, that could be a good sign for a reversal coming. So I'm gonna go ahead and clear this up because we don't need it anymore since we closed the gap and everything. Okay, let's see how these next candles play. Okay, that's good. That's a good sign right there. So that's now a bullish IVG. Let's see how the market reacts to it. That would have been, I would have entered when I'd see it down in this area. But I'm gonna have to enter right there. No, I like my chart clear. I want my chart cleared. The market's gonna go back for it because those are fair value. Those are inefficiencies that were left behind. So the
Would
market's
you
going to go back
enter,
for them.
Chris, would you enter for a long or bear entry?
Yeah,
Because you
I'm
said
going
you're
long.
gonna enter here. Okay. Yeah, just to add something for information, I mean, what I understand with these three black candles, they are three doji candles, undecided. So
Hmm.
these candles, they show the basically sellers are exhausted. They done shorting and they are finished. So now I see these patterns, I see them as a reversal patterns because seller are completely exhausted.
Rius, do you mean like 15-minute lifespan reversal or like whole day reversal? Because it can be, exhaustion just in the moment before another seller steps in.
Yeah, if you see this time frame looks to me 1 minute. I am on a mobile, so I can't tell. But mostly when you see these three doji candles and both parties are pushing up or down, so I see a pause here. Is some kind of pause and exhaustion. And if you see, we don't see any big black candle pushing down. It means the sellers are exhausted. So bulls, they took over. This is why I was asking League whether you're gonna go for a long or a short.
Yeah, no, I like this setup right here. So we have two confirmations on push-ups. We have this area of rejection here. That's a strong bullish zone. Next
Hey,
thing I
Lee.
want to see, a bit. Yes,
Lee, I'm sorry to interrupt. Do you
you're good.
when you're trading like right here, for example, I know that we are looking for longs here. Do you use any indicator like the change in state or like market shift, or right now you're just simply just using the bullish gaps that you're finding? Um,
Well, I mean, mentally, like visualizing that in my head, but I
okay,
don't
got
draw that stuff out. I try to keep my chart as clean as possible.
got
If
it.
I'm not
Okay.
using it for a current trade, yeah, I kind of try to take it off. So what I'm looking for, if I'm gonna take a bullish entrance, uh, the market could push either up into here, but I don't see it. No. I'd like to, yeah, I would just go for this area because it could consider it a balanced price range once it gets up into here. And then we could come back down. And so risking 1,000, make it 3,200. So let's see what happens. Perfect. So now I've seen it's closed above this. Now we're going into a bearish order block at the current moment. So when I want to see it explode through this area to the upside. Order blocks I call roadblocks because they can make things a little bit difficult at times. You will typically see the market. Yeah, you could take a partial here, if you really want to.
Mhm.
Depending on what we see happen on the next few candles, um, will dictate kind of. Okay, so let's see what happens on the next one. Okay, that's perfect. So now we're above 50%, so the market should push through on the next candle. Awesome. That's beautiful. Push back down. It's pushing back into this order block that's right here. I want to see it reject that area. It's rejecting the 50% of that order block, so that's a good sign. I want to see it push. I'm not ignoring you. It's just I'm trying. It's hard. If I'll have to teach you what a bearish inversion is. So a bullish inversion means basically, so let's say this fair value gap is a bearish one, right? Because that's what it is right now. It's a bearish fair value gap. If the market comes back up and closes through it, well, now it's considered an inverted fair value gap, and it can be used for bullish momentum to the upside. So like you got this and bearish fair value gap that closed through, so now it became a bullish inversion fair value gap and was used to push to the upside. And then you could use, you could even use this one that's right here. Yeah, of course. So you got this bullish fair value gap that was closed through, and then it, even though like this fair value gap up here was more so what's used, but it stayed underneath this one and then was used to push to the downside. So that would be a bearish inversion right there. All right, let's see what happens on the next trade. Sorry if I miss messages sometimes. It's not intentional. I'm still learning how to do all this stuff. Okay, I don't like that. I need to see on the very next candle it push back up. Otherwise, I'm going to cut some off. Okay, that's good. So we stayed inside. We tapped off this fair value gap that's right here, which I like. Oh, but we did take buy side, which makes sense why we came back down a little bit. We took a minor buy side. Next candle needs to push above. Damn. Okay. Little consolidation. More consolidation. Jeez. There we go. Awesome. All right, so let's see what happens now that we're in this area, because the market could consider this price zone balanced, and therefore it could, if it put, we want to see it possibly, I'd want to see it push higher than this high right here for a possible another entrance. It could stay under this fair value gap right here, and we could have some sell side once again. We've taken buy side and sell side though now, so we could have some consolidation.
May I ask why you would, you said if it goes into that fair value gap over there, you would look for further longs? Oh,
Where,
because
here?
yeah, because you know that it would have to then go up to reach the next like major liquidity up there. I'm just wondering why you would say that you would be
You're
looking
good.
for longs again.
So this, if it comes up into this area and
Mhm.
rejects, because you can see like right now it's tapping into this low right here. The
Yeah.
market could, it's doing a rebalance right now. So if the market wants to push higher, then it will push through the zone. If the market's considered balanced, then we're gonna see it reject around this area. We don't have any fair value gaps. Well, we're in one right here.
Mhm.
But this is the most highly probable one due to the
Right.
fact that it's the one created from the drop.
Right. Right.
Um, so I could see it, and we also have this bearish order block too right here
Oh yeah.
that it could tap into as well.
Okay.
So I'd want to see it. I'd want to see it go into this area. But it could just, it's doing a rebalance right now, and if it rejects this area, then we'll see a continuation to the downside.
Cool.
So now it's closed through that fair value gap that I was talking about down here. Also, by the way, y'all, I wouldn't be trading right now. I would have been done with this trade right here and called it a day. I'm just playing out the day with y'all. but this would be our win for the day. You don't need more than that, you know? So let's see what happens around here. Draw this fair value gap up. Yeah, you would want you want to call it a day. I try to call it a day by 10:30 if I can. Okay. So it's inside. I think of this fair value gap right here. It looks like it's closed it though, but I'm not sure unless I zoomed in. No, it hasn't closed it. So we could be rejecting right here. Yeah, it's over 100 points. Yes, sir. So I want to see. This might be the a wild cow 30 appeared. What's up, Cal? You're a little late to the party. We've been replay trading. Backtesting is good, but also practicing paper trading on the live market will help you a lot too, you know. It's good to do that as well, because then you're in live conditions. So what I want to see from here, I want to see this low get swept. That could be a sign that we are coming back down. So let's see what happens. Okay, low got swept. Don't tell me we have a minuscule, and I mean minuscule, and this is why I love the market. You have the most tiniest fair value gap you will ever see in your life. Right here. What do y'all think you'll play back into it? What do y'all think? They show little. It's like it's as small as the kitten that me and my girl are about to get. We're about to buy this munchkin kitten. Uh, by the way, do you shift to 15-minute during the trade? I do sometimes. But I mainly only use the 15-minute, the 1 hour and the 4 hour to go ahead and draw out liquidity. But sometimes the 15-minute, like what you're asking, it'll like I told y'all, drop to a high time, go to a high time frame, wait for the market to pull back into one of those areas, and then drop to the 1 minute and then find your entrance. So I do use that too. But a lot of time I stay in the 1 minute, I'll be honest there. But it's also just because I've done this time and time and time and time and time again. So like I kind of know what to look for more so per se, like how I was kind of able to tell you guys that this was happening, the possibility of this. So I kind of want to see the market play back up into here. If not, I'm not in it. If it doesn't, then I won't try to go for shorts. If it does though, then I'll look for an entrance, you know. So I mean, we can see what happens in this area. What I'm worried about though is we're just going to have a crap ton of consolidation for a little while, and it could screw me up. Oh, 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 it's magic. You know. Hopefully no, someone knows that song. No, that day. Um, I love that. I love that right there so much. That is beautiful. It played. Never believe it's not so. I forget the name of the song, but it was like on Kirby the Love Bug, if I remember from when I was younger. Okay, should I sell, y'all? What should I do? Anyone else? Should I wait for the next candle close? You have a reason behind that, Mike?
Not really, just because that green candle was pretty big.
Yeah, that could be not what I want. So I see what you're talking about. So let's see what happens. Oh, I picked that. If I missed my entrance because of you, okay. I'm selling here. I'm gonna do. Let's do 50. Let's get a little. Let's get a little fun. Sell. Okay. What should I target, y'all?
The
Should I
bottom of that.
target these lows
I thought you would
or
take
these
a trim
lows?
at that one green candle that went into that little FEG, like the bottom. Like you could take a partial there, right? Like that. I seen Humbles do that.
This one
No, no, like the third
here?
candle from what we just printed.
Oh,
Yeah,
here?
yeah. Would you take a couple contracts off there, or is it
Here?
too
Fuck
small?
no. That's a $16 move. No, no. So we're gonna run a tight stop loss due to the fact that that's not a tight stop loss. I love how I said that. Well, I forget it's it's 5 contracts on a mini. We're gonna do this high though. So it's a $13 high. You know what? Let's just push it right to there. Okay. Hmm. I want to. I want to see it sweep that low. That'd be a beautiful trade. And then
Yeah, maybe just take some off at the 50% level of that range.
I really hope this feeds me today. This would buy me dinner. Um, and then we'll take some off at the 50%, like you just said right here. I would do this low though, right here. Don't consolidate on me. Watch it consolidate for a little. It'll buy you a restaurant. Okay, that's beautiful. Beautiful. Awesome. So we will sell 25. We'll close half our position. Let's see what happens here. Don't like that. That could be good. We just pushed off a bearish order block. Pushing back into it though. Okay, so we're pushing back up. So this is, let's see, this is perfect. This is a perfect situation because now we're in a trade that is playing against me. So we got a bearish order block right here. And we got this fair value gap right here. Whoa. Those are, I do not want to see it go past that. Otherwise I would get out at break even. Okay, well, let's continue forward, shall we? Okay, we just closed through a fair value gap. We're pushing up into this bearish order block. Tapped off of it, that's a good sign. Pushing back down into it, back off of it. We're going into a bullish order block as we speak. We're gonna close through it though. Okay, we closed through it. We just swept some sell side. Let's see what happens moving forward. Okay, we're pushing back up. I had a feeling we were going to consolidate now that we took buy side and sell side. Y'all. This is a time when you would not be trading. But I'm already in it. And I want to see that get taken. Okay, got a strong wick coming from the top. I like that. Push back up into this order block. This looks like it. Okay. That's pretty. We closed outside the order block. That's what I want to see. So we still have a strong push to the downside. We did just take buy side there, so we could, if we fail to take sell side, we could be reversing. Look at that. Okay. Like I said, I want to see it stay outside this order block. So right now it is staying outside of it, which I would still be comfortable in this trade. So I would not be stressing. Okay, now we've pushed into it. I didn't want to see that, but you know, sometimes shit happens. Okay, it needs to stay outside this bearish fair value gap at this point. I want to see it stay. You stay outside. It's closing outside of it. That's a good sign. That's a very nice sign right there. I like that, but I don't like the wick. The wick is not a friend of mine. Push back up. We got a little wick. I want to see it push down from here. There you go. We failed to take buy side. I just took sell side. And that's low resistance right there. It's a low resistance run we're getting. So we have pushback on the 0.5. I could see it coming back up, sweeping that buy side, and then dumping from there. If the market swings in my favor, that's what we'll see. It'll fake out all these retail traders, making them think we're going bullish, and then it will dump on them, and I'll get my $6,900. Look at that. Don't you tell me. Don't you tell me the next we're gonna see a dump here. What you think, Mike?
I mean, I would have moved my stop to break even and got knocked out on that candle. So,
Yeah. No, I wanted to see it stay above that high. I don't
but
want to
yeah,
see it go
I would
above
have gotten
there.
faked out though, because like to me it looks like it was gonna continue higher.
Riz is there counting the candles. I freaking love Riz. He's such a great dude. He's also a kick-ass dad. Um, doesn't it matter that it's the third approach already? So it's a good sign that this is staying under this bearish fair value gap. Also, considering the fact that we just swept all this liquidity and we had a straight push down closing outside of it, bird songs and green grass, that's awesome.
Oh, but real quickly
And like typically I would.
before you continue playing the candles, can you just like quickly recap
Mhm.
why you knew this was gonna be like a fake out?
Well, so like what I was telling you a second ago is I was assuming there would be some consolidation. And I was making a joke when I said watch this be a fake out. I don't know if it's going to be a fake out or not. I was just saying watch it be a fake out. That'd be funny. So that was
Oh,
just a
okay.
pure joke.
I didn't know if there was like an ICT thing and
Yeah,
like you can predict that.
no, not at all. So what I wanted to see it stay under the fair value gap that I wanted to see it stay under this high that was created before my entrance because I got in on that fair value gap right there, that tiny one. But if the market's going to reverse it more, we would see it. It'd probably take this buy side liquidity and we'd have a push to the upside. Considering the fact that we failed, we wicked up, wicked straight back down, we swept this buy side liquidity, failed to take this one. That's a big sign right there. Now I don't like this wick because we did tap into this fair value gap and push back up out of it. So what I need to see is on this next candle or next 2 or 3 candles, I need to see it close through this wick, through this fair value gap right here. That'd be a very bearish symbol right there for me. Sign. Beautiful. Who would have thought it'd be on the next candle, but that works for me. Awesome. So now we've closed through this order block. We have a strong top wick. That's good. That's a good sign. It didn't even tap into this tiny fair value gap that's right here. We have a little consolidation. Ooh, beautiful. So now we've pushed through 50%. We took this sell side. I just want to see a strong push to the downside. Like I want to see it run. Because now we're getting out of lunch, the lunch break. So now we're coming back into trading hours where everyone's getting back on. I want to see it. I want to see it run. Come on. Down. Beautiful. Awesome. Let's go. Oh, beautiful. Low resistance. Okay. Don't you push back on me. Beautiful. Awesome. Now we're up 23 grand on the day. Is this kind of excitement legal? Too bad it's not real money, man. That'd be a great day right now. Cool. So I mean, like, we swept sell side now, so we swept a further low. We could go back for buy side if we see a potential reversal, and then I'll call it there for the day. See what happens. Screw it. This will be the last trade. I got like 17 minutes before I have to get off. I'm going to get lunch with my mama. I haven't seen her in a little while. Well, I like that. That's pretty. It's a pretty candle. Let's see what happens here. So we just took minor buy side. We're pushing back down. I like this fair value gap right here due to these candles here. See what happens. I want to see it stay above. Don't like that though. Well, I can take this off now. That's a good sign. It tipped off the 50%. I'm a buy. Stop loss below. I'm not going for the full ride. This would be at a $50 scalp. I'm gonna attack this low right here because that was the low we had before the drop. So the price could reject in this area. It could push past it. Let's see what happens. Okay, that's a good sign right there. And I want to see it take and sweep this high right here within the next 2 to 3 candles, for that's a strong sign to the upside. That's beautiful. That was a third candle. Now I'm gonna set my profit to here. Risk-free trade at this point. Wow, we're gonna make that slow move up, aren't we? Give me my money. Thank you. Yeah, see, and that's why you gotta be careful in choppy markets, because like that's the quickest way to blow accounts. That's why looking at this kind of stuff, like you know how I targeted just this low right here? It's a good thing for you to do, or even just going and drawing a fib out. Attack the 50% from the low to the previous high. I mean, it's a great thing to do. But the other thing too is we are in a discount zone right now. If you look, would it be, is it the rectangle or is it my fib retracement that I use? That's not what I wanted. Right now we're in a discount. So we're in a discount zone. Market. This is something good to have too on y'all's charts, because you can do it from the high to the low of the day and it will show, or the low to the high of the day. And it will show you if we're in premium or discount.
I was just about
When
to
you're
ask,
in premium, yes.
like for those fibs, because I don't have that one or the one that shows the 50, 75, and I want to just add them to the chart real quick. May I just grab, yeah, and then I
So
can. Mm,
yeah, you're more than welcome to, I can show you the information for it.
okay.
It's nothing like specific that I did in this situation. Because I had to, what I did is I went in and I just changed some settings on it. For this though, there's that. So you can take a photo of that one.
Okay.
That's for the, yeah, that's for the 0.25, 0.5, 0.75, and 1.
Okay. And then for the green and red one, you just did the same thing, but just in different boxes.
So I literally, so literally what I did is I took out the 0.25, I took out the 0.75, leaving the 0.5 mark.
Okay.
And then I went and I changed the visibility. So, what did I do? I think, I'm just gonna give you this. I'm just make your life easier. I'm just gonna just show it to you, the settings.
Oh,
So
there
there
we
you
go.
go.
Cool. Thank
Because
you.
I had to make this one. Yeah, I had to make this one up myself. But I used the fib, the other fib one that I just showed you to make this one.
Okay, cool. Thank you so much.
And then I had to. You're fine. And then for these words right here, all I did in this situation is you can go on there, you can click on it, and you can type something in,
Mhm.
and then from there you'll go to save it. You'll click Save Drawing Template,
Okay.
and I
This
titled it Premium/Discount.
Oh, okay, premium/discount, and then this top one is the 25, 50, 75, like how you named it, like for the other one.
So this one's different. That's rainbows.
Oh, okay.
I don't use it. Yeah, I don't use it anymore. I still have it. It trips me up actually. So now I'm gonna delete that now that you brought that to my attention. I had the one that you just got the information for, I call quadrants.
Quadrants. Okay, perfect. Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
And if you want, you can even go into the center
Mhm.
and you can type 25%.
Oh,
So
yeah.
like that. So then you actually have it there and you can change the color of it too. Because
Mhm.
sometimes people are like, well, what's 0.25? Sometimes I
Right.
even confuse myself still. And then I'd be like, oh yeah, it's 0.25. I have a little bit
Okay.
of a moment. All
Yeah.
right, so let's see what happens in this situation. Let's see how the market responds back at this bearish fair value gap, because that was the fair value gap that was created before this drop occurred. So I want to see how the market's going to respond to it. So I'm going to quickly jump through it. Such a slow push to the upside. Okay, let's see what happens here. Will we take buy side? Oh, we closed outside of it. So we failed. Do I want to go for a short here? I mean, I could. I could just go for like the 50%. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna just go for a short. So let's sell here. Stop loss above. I'm gonna do it at the 50% of the wick. So we're gonna risk 725. Why did I just do that? There we go. Take profit here. So risk 700, make 2750. I'm gonna take a partial here because I'm going for well, it's not really a scalp. It's still a $60 move, but let's see what happens. That's awesome. I already like that. Oh, well, hold up. Hold the front door. Okay, we're back in the game. Nope. Okay. So I'm gonna take off 15 right here. Left with 15. Wait. Left with 10. Okay, let's see what happens. So I don't like that candle. No. Go back down. There we go. but more sell side. That's a strong candle too. I want to see it violate this fair value gap, but I honestly can see some consolidation. I honestly, like, after all this crap today for this day. Yep. It's staying under that bearish. Oh, that's beautiful. Stayed under this bearish fair value gap that's right here. Stay under that one. Okay. Staying under the 0.75. Took more sell side. Took more. Took more. Took more sell side. We're continuing to take sell side. This should have a drop. I mean, it should be a violent drop here to this take profit with what it's doing right now. Push. Boom. Easy. Love it. Finish the day at 27 grand, y'all. Sweet. Okay, so I got a little bit of time left. Who's got questions, comments, concerns, answers possibly for you? Hopefully you don't have concerns.
Well, I have the most important thing for I still don't get. How exactly you draw and determine order block? Like just a step-by-step thing, because like FVG is crystal clear. You know, there are like set in stone rules, but every time you mark a certain order block,
Yeah.
I don't know, I keep doubting. But can you
So
give us
the
an
same thing I
algorithm?
told.
Yeah.
So for order blocks,
Yeah, yeah. Just
are you
like
talking
step
about
by
order
step,
blocks?
how exactly to how you draw them.
Yes. So yeah. So what I told B is focus on order blocks that are at the bottom and at the top of highs and lows. Those are gonna be important when you're when you're in for trades. Now, the ones that are in the middle, use them for partials. Those are gonna be your partials. So you could use like this. Well, we could come back up. So an order block can be a candle is a candle pattern, right? So let's say we're using a bullish one. So let me come down to here. So, and this is where it can be confusing. So you're like, well, how many candles is it? And so that's why it can be a little bit much sometimes. So your order block would be this one right here. It's one black candle followed by 2 or more green candles to the upside, and that's a solid movement to the upside. You also got another one that's right here. Explosive movement to the upside. And this would be considered one as well. So I like to keep it, typically I'm not looking for a crap ton of candles. I'm looking for maybe 1 to 2, but it could be a few more too. It could be 3 or 4, like, but like I said, I'm focused on a black candle followed by a huge explosive movement to the upside. A black candle followed by huge explosive to the movement to the upside. So a bullish order block would be 1 to 2 black candles followed by, and you can take a photo, which is why I'm typing it, 3 or more green candles to the upside. So like you got this one here. And the main ones to focus on are like, see, like, look at this. The market played back into it twice. Those are like the ones you want to focus on. So like you're constantly going to have to look back and see, okay, what's the market? Which ones are the market using? Because they can be drawn everywhere. like this one, it had a difficulty breaking through it initially. We did break through it barely, and then we reversed right back up. And you got this one. Market tapped off of it before finally closing through it.
So ideally, we want to
Market
see it
just
like
slammed through this one.
with FVG, right? First we tap it some sort of like we get confirmation that it's getting respected, and then if you're fast enough, you can enter there. But if you're not, you can just wait for second approach, right? Something like this.
Yeah, so order blocks are kind of can act like fair value gaps in a way, you know, but order blocks can act like a roadblock. Like price does not always, and I mean, it acts, it's the same thing. Basically, I'm telling you the same thing as how a fair value gap works, though. It's just another thing you can use for confluences. And if the market closes through it, then you're going to have a very high probability that it will have a continuation the other direction. Like this. You got these two black candles, followed by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 green candles. You got these two black candles, followed by 1, 2, 3 green candles. You got this black candle, followed by 2 green candles. But you see where I'm drawing them, right? I'm drawing them where I see a good bit of movement to the upside. That one was just an example of how you can kind of find them anywhere.
But it is
You just want to
easy
see
to, yeah, sorry, it is easy to spot on, the previous day or previous hours. But if you are real-time trading, you don't know which move market gonna take. Is it going to go down or up? It is, I think, a bit difficult to make a decision whether it is going to create order block or is it going to take, downside or upside. Um, yeah,
Well, I did that
that's
in a few of the trades we took today. I drew order blocks as they were playing out, and I did draw them getting used.
Yeah, so we defend ourselves by saying that another block should be forming, like let's say first we get liquidity grab, or we are like on the local lows or some kind of like on the lows we're looking for bullish order block, right? So we won't be like buying day
Yeah.
high, for example, just to be safe. Yeah.
So you got this one right here. This is a bearish order block. It was one green candle right before the drop. And you got another one right here. Market came back up. So this is a bearish one. The market came down, came back up, tapped into it, and then used it to push back down to the downside. So you could have used this order block right here. When you came and saw the market tap into it and close outside of it twice and not push up into it, you could have used it to attack sell side right there. You also got this one right here. This is a beautiful one too. Market came in back up into it. I'm gonna delete this so you can see a little bit clearer. It's a big wick too. Market came back up, played into it, and then came back down. And it's at the
So
top. I like using the
what do
ones that
you
are at the top.
Yeah, sorry, wrong timing. Would you say it's
You're
safer
good.
not to overtrade, to look for like some kind of either local extremum or some like big liquidity sweep before we draw this particular order block? Just like, so we won't overtrade basically off them.
No, you can use an order block whenever. Order blocks are roadblocks, and they act just like fair value gaps. They're just a different representation in the market. You don't have to wait for something specific for you to draw an order block or use one. You can. Here's an order block right here. You got 1, 2, 3, 4 green candles followed by 1, 2, 3, 4 black candles to the downside. So this was the push up we had before we had the huge drop to the downside. So I mean, like you could use that, but it hasn't tapped back into it yet. It will at some point. You even got this one right here. Because the good thing, the reason I say that too is because I did a live session the other day, the last one that I did a live session, and the market was not providing fair value gaps. Mike may remember that, but it was not creating fair value gaps. It was only creating order blocks. And so the entrances that I had to take to the downside were only off of order blocks. So like you got this one right here. You could have used that to play off of. And so like the main ones I'm going to focus on primarily are typically at the tops and at the bottoms, where you see a huge movement to the downside or the upside following that. You can use other ones though. So like that's not a problem ever at all. Because if you're in a situation like this where you don't see a fair value gap at all, and you would have missed this trade, a great opportunity for a trade, you know? But you have this order block right here. So being able to see that order block is a huge positive thing for you because this would allow you to draw it up, see if the market came down, played back into it, and then you could take your entrance, stop loss above, target it sell side.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, thank you. I'll just need to
The
rewatch
upper
it.
and bottom. Oh, are you saying how am I drawing it? So I'm drawing it from the top of the wick to the bottom of the wick. Drawing the whole candle, including the wick. That's the order block. Jayan. If I'm saying that correctly. Sorry if I'm not saying that correctly. Please feel free to correct me if I'm saying it wrong. So yeah, that's why they're very important because sometimes the market can play back into them and you don't have any other fair value gaps. So you use an order block instead, you know? So that's why we have like multiple things that we can use to trade off of. Like you got this one right here. So I mean, if you didn't have this fair value gap here, you got these two black candles right here. The market came back down, tapped into it, immediately pushed back. Market came back down, tapped into it again. That could have been your entrance for buy side. So they provide you with more opportunity in the market. But typically, like I said, a bullish order block is going to be, I try to minimalize it. I focus on the top and the bottom, and it's typically going to be one or two black candles followed by two or more green candles. Wait, I'm sorry. That was incorrect information. It's going to be a bullish one is going to be one or two black candles followed by two or more green candles. A bearish one is going to be one or two green candles followed by two or more black candles. But of course, you will find them all the time, constantly throughout the market, throughout the charts. Is it possible that FEG and order blocks overlap? Yes, and that's a beautiful thing when it does. You're gonna love it. They can overlap. So like, let's see if I can find one for you just to show you. I don't know. Yeah, perfect. You got this order block right here. This green one. I'm gonna label it just so you have the visual. And then you got this bearish fair value gap right here. Market tapped into that and tapped into that. Not only that though, you got this bearish order block right here. Not even just that though. You got this bearish order block right here. Yeah, because there's two black candles following that. And I mean, so yeah, you got all this overlapping right here. Like, and then I even think Yep. You got this bearish fair value gap right here. The tested ones? No, always keep them on your chart. I just want y'all to focus on them. If they ran through, I'm in a different situation. Like there's don't take some time. Keep stuff on your chart for now. Like the only time you should discard one, and you shouldn't even discard it, honestly, just because the market closes through it doesn't mean it could come back. It can come back down and use it again. So like, don't just get rid of them just because they get ran through or get tapped into. The market can reuse it. So yeah, you got like 6 confluences all right here. I don't think you could really beat that. That's 1, 2. Yeah, you got 6 of them, 3 or 5 of them, 4, 5, yeah. So typically I won't ever trade like this. I do not like to trade this much. I would have wanted this and then I would have called it a day. So try to find, and that was the main trade for the day. Everything else following that was just scalping and for fun, just to show y'all stuff. But I mean, like you saw how like I ran it down to sell side. We took it back up to buy side, targeting this area. And then as long as the market stayed under here, I was wanting to see it come back and take the sell side liquidity. And then the market produced a high. We took a partial here, and we took no, we got out here because of this low. And then when it failed to take buy side, we got in, and then we targeted the 50% mark. You don't always have to go for the full move, you know, especially when you're in an area like this. You could target the 50% from the high to the low, or you can target the nearest sell side liquidity. I would always say in the beginning, target the nearest sell side or buy side liquidity. That way you see it works. Some of this stuff that I'm doing is a little bit, comes with time. I don't want y'all to, that's why I didn't want to teach breaker blocks yet. Because that confused me, and I had almost a year at the time in learning ICT, and I still don't use it. But yeah, does anyone else got any other questions? I gotta start getting ready. Right. Okay, y'all. Awesome. Let's plan on something next Saturday. If y'all have any ideas through the week or any questions on something that you'd want to be covered, feel free to shoot me a message. That way I can plan for it. We could do another replay day too if y'all want as well next week. But outside of that, y'all have a blessed weekend. Y'all enjoy time with friends and family. Be safe. And let's get ready for this upcoming week. I won't be active Monday. Got some stuff I have to attend to, but I should be on Choppy Days replay next. This was choppy. What you mean? I'll do a Thursday special for you, Crimson, next week. I got you. But y'all have a blessed weekend, okay? 100 points choppy. No, let's just make it a 50-point chop day. 50 only. If we don't have a 50, then it's not worth it. Now, let's just take it a step further. $10 chop. 10 points only. So, LOL. All right, later, y'all.